Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are making a mixture of meat, which is beef. Actually is a cow feet, some call it pata. So this is a long process, so I've already prepared it. We're just gonna proceed with now finishing the cooking. So we have a beef cow here that's clean chopped and then ready to be cooked. That's already softened up, and that's beef cow feet. And this is just your fillet meat that I would like to mix with. Some cook it just plain like that, and it's a very simple menu. Again, we only have onions here, red onions that I already diced it, and this is fresh tomato. I remove the skin and then dice it also. And there we have spring onions. We have spring onions there. We'll just move the camera slightly more there. So I'll chop the spring onions here and we will add it in. So we'll proceed with some cooking oil that is going in our pot. Just need to reposition our camera, sorry guys. So that's it, we have it, not too much oil, that's more than enough. And then we will have just salt and spring onions and the rest of the ingredient. Today I'm not going to put a lot of herbs in this one. Okay, so we are just going to proceed with adding our meat, the fillet that I does it properly in big chunk. That is done purposely. So sorry, the oil is already hot. So we'll proceed. It's been boiled, it's turned up. Today is different, completely different way of cooking. So we put that there. We won't brown it much. It's already cooked enough, so I'm not going to brown it much. And just there, we will add the onions. That's it. Enough onions here. So we will go in with our chopped onions, diced onions actually. That's it. And we just simmer the two together for few minutes. That's it. So the onion needs to cook down slightly. I'm not gonna cook through. That's it. Yes, there's not enough oil, but we don't want a lot of oil because this meat I left some pieces were oily already. So we'll let that one. We'll let that go for a few minutes while we dust our spring onions. So we'll just cover it. We're trying to make sure our camera is positioned properly. Perfect. So meantime, we'll just dice our spring onions. I already cut in two. So we'll just go in. Today I'm using a small cheese board. So we just cut it, not fine, just in chunk as well. So we'll put in two stage. So that's it. We'll just cut it, and then the onions part will first go in and the leafy part will go in later. So just dice it again, and then we'll chop in the onions part, the big chunk that is just tiny. So that's it. We'll go in with it while our onion is cooking down. We'll add the part, the onion part, not the leafy. Really, the leafy part we'll let it at the later stage. So we'll let that cook down again. And at this level, we will add in our salt. We'll just pinch it in with a teaspoon. Not too much salt because I already parboiled the meat with some salt. That's it. The next thing that we will add in there now will be the tomato. As I mentioned earlier, we're not going to overcook the onions. So the onions and tomato need to cook down together. That's it. Just make sure everything is being properly. So here we'll go in with our diced onions. Yes, that's it. Go in the diced tomato. Sorry guys. We'll go in with the diced tomato. Mix them together. Just stir it so that they can bind together. You see, this is going to be a clean cooking with not too much spices. We just want something easy. That's it. And now let the tomato simmer down with the onions together. 3 to 5 minutes. Cover it. Let it simmer. And then meantime, we will just prepare what is going to go with the meat. So we'll just keep on checking because we want to make sure that our pot is not burning. Because remember, we didn't add enough oil, so we have to be monitoring it so that we have access to not burning it. So we'll let that cook down for another 3 minutes, and then we will come back to check it, and we will add the rest of the meat. Yeah, we will just check that. It's almost 3 minutes going, so we'll check that to make sure that it's not burning. So we'll go in and just stir it. You want to make sure you are stirring it so that it's not burning. So stir it. Stir it. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, let this not cook down too much. Just simmer. It's just to bind the ingredient together. And now we will come in with our cow feet because they have to cook together. So we go in with the cow feet. So there you go. And now we just combine it. Just make sure that you mix everything together so that it gets cooked. So yeah, there you go. There we go. So just make sure it simmer down properly. So perfect. Check again, just make sure we are combining them. And now once this is done, you will let it cook for about 10 minutes, and that our cooking will almost be done. So we'll have to cover that and let it simmer. Yeah. Okay, so here we are gonna add in just a little bit of dry parsley. Just add in a little bit of dry parsley. So that's it. and then we will let it cook again and just add in the rest of the ingredient. So we'll go in with some of our spring onions, and then we cover it and let it simmer for 5 to 6 minutes. Then we'll get back, check and see if our cooking is ready, or we should let it simmer again. So check on that. Okay, see, we didn't have to add water, and it's just perfect. That's it. So at this stage we are almost done. We will just leave it again for 2 to 3 minutes, because we want the stock, the sauce or whatever you call it, to go down slightly more, and then we will proceed with dishing it up. Okay, so this is it. Because the cow feet is very tender right now, so some of them are falling out of the bones. That's how it should be. So we'll leave it for a few more minutes. I just make sure when you are at this level, because it gets stuck, keep on checking on it. Now we'll start preparing our dish for serving. You can eat this plate with anything that you want. So what we're going to do before we dish it up is just to check again, yeah, the sauces, and then now we will add our spring onions, and then let it cook 2 minutes to 3, and then we can proceed with dishing it up. But it smells delicious. We didn't have to put any garlic or anything, and that's just simple that way, and it's really smelling delicious. So you let it now cook down. You don't need to cover it. You can cover it if you want to, but if it's not, you just let it simmer. I'll leave it for about 2-3 more minutes, and then we can proceed with dishing it up. Just make sure you don't burn it. So we just have to check it and make sure that the pot is not burning. Okay guys, now we switch it off. Our cooking is ready. So now we will proceed with either dishing it up or just showing you guys. So you see, this is ready. It's really ready, and I know it tastes yummy. So this is your cow feet with some beef fillet that was diced and then just ready. So this can be eaten anytime, spring, summer, winter, whichever part of the world you are. It's delicious. You can eat it with pap, ugali, cassava, fufu, plantain, rice, pasta, anything that you fancy. So there you go. Please, we will see you in the next video. Subscribe, comment, like, share, thumbs up for us to be able to download more video for you. So that is a very quick and easy way of cooking cow feet, and we will see you in the next video. Thank you.